Now, we're going to take a closer look at one of the actions taken in response to COVID-19 taken by the federal government. This is the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. The act was broken into multiple pieces with different tasks or duties assigned to some of the government's biggest departments and agencies. This will be a brief breakdown of the most critical pieces of the act and what makes them significant to us. Please remember, we do not dispense legal advice, merely our interpretations from the perspective of our professional industries. For legal advice, always seek professional legal counsel. The big picture summary is that the Families First Coronavirus Response Act approaches the pandemic from several angles, which include paid sick leave, mandatory insurance coverages, extraordinary assistance with diagnostic testing and services, tax credits to support employer and employee alike, and additional assistance with purchasing food and receiving unemployment benefits. So now, let's take a closer look at each of these approaches, their impacts, and their benefits. Paid sick leave is provided for employees unable to work for a pandemic-based reason. This could include things such as being struck by the virus personally, having an affected family member, unable to work for lack of child or other family care, or being shut down by suppliers unable to perform their obligations. This has the potential domino effect. If any one link is eliminated from the supply chain, that can take the rest of the chain down. Plus, employees forced to take leave are to be returned to their previous positions with two primary exceptions to this. One is that businesses with fewer than 25 employees are exempted from this requirement. The other exemption is where the business made a reasonable effort to keep the position, but permanent or long-term conditions caused by the pandemic that eliminate the need for the position do not need to be recreated to be refilled. Private health insurance, in a bold and rare maneuver, is ordered to cover testing for COVID-19 without deductibles, co-insurance, co-payments, or any other costs to the individual. Likewise, COVID-19 testing and services are ordered to be covered under a variety of government programs, including Medicare, Medicaid, and the Children's Health Insurance Plan. Diagnostic testing and services are subsidized under the Act for several critical sources, including the Defense Health Program, Indian Health Services, and the Veterans Health Administration. Tax credits are provided to small businesses employing 500 or fewer employees. But there are exceptions to the size based on type of industry. These tax incentives include potential 100% payroll credit for sick leave, 100% refundable income credit for self-employed taxpayers, and a 100% payroll tax credit for qualified family leave wages paid for each calendar quarter. And we want to emphasize that to qualify for any of these, the root of the problem must be related to the pandemic, and other qualifications and limitations do exist. So do your homework or consult someone who has if you're in a business affected by these rules. The fourth and final area we'll touch on involves food assistance and unemployment benefits through programs such as the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, better known as WIC, and the Emergency Food Assistance Program. We emphasize that this summary is not complete, nor is it legal advice. But this is a breakdown of the basics of the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. And now, we return you to your course, and thank you for learning with At Your Pace Online.